My dear buddies, welcome back. So, you all know that I have created at least about 500 technical videos on my own out of the 800 odd videos that I produce for YouTube so far. And many of you love me for that same reason. But now it is not just me. As you know, we have Inline 4 Engineering, a service station for the bikers, by the bikers in Hyderabad. So we also have technical experts, all right, who are engineers, real engineers, who work on motorcycles, who have been owning performance-oriented motorcycles for a long time. So we would be making videos, they would be going through all the topics about a motorcycle, brakes, engine, chain, tires, every single thing, the internal components. We would also be showing how an engine rebuild is done on something like an RC390 or a Dominar or any of the motorcycles which you all use. So we are starting off today by talking about a topic which is very often brutally ignored, and that is spark plugs. Now, what is a spark plug? Well, there can be people who don't even know what is a spark plug, and there is nothing wrong in it. We always have to keep learning new things in life. So spark plug is something like this. There are different brands, many brands, but we personally vouch by NGK. And I have had NGK plugs on my R1 and many of the other motorcycles. So here, this is something which is inside the engine of a petrol engine. What does this do? This area actually produces a spark. How does an engine work? It compresses air and fuel, and then this device produces a spark, a little spark, okay, that you see on your gas stoves. You have a lighter, you press that and you see a spark there that ignites the gas. This is exactly what this plug does. It gives a spark, and then this spark ignites the air fuel mixture which is compressed inside the cylinder, and that creates a combustion stroke. It goes bang, and then the piston goes down, and then it turns the crankshaft, and then the power is produced. So very often the spark plug is something which is ignored brutally. Motorcycle service stations, they change oil, they change oil filter. Very rarely they even change air filter, but they don't even check the condition of the spark plug. And checking the condition of the spark plug is extremely important, because there is something called rich mix. Rich mix is when there is more amount of fuel going in for the same amount of air, or less amount of air going in for the same amount of fuel. And that time you might see a little bit of black smoke coming out of the exhaust of your motorcycle, and that means that all the fuel inside is not burning inside the combustion chamber, and this area of the spark plug, this tip, this can get fouled. What does fouling mean? It means there'll be a lot of deposit, a black deposit that accumulates here, and if that deposit becomes too much, then the spark cannot be produced by the spark plug, and your engine will not fire up even if you crank. And if you are out on a tour or on a motorcycle ride, and if your spark plug gets fouled, then you're done. You know, where will you get a spark plug on the road? And then you would have to, you know, take out the existing spark plug and put a new spark plug in, or you might have to clean the spark plug and put in the same spark plug in. So inspecting a spark plug while the motorcycle is being serviced is a very, very critical thing. At least for the first 10,000 kilometers, probably it's not a big deal, but after about 15, 18, 20,000 kilometers, inspecting the spark plug is very, very important. Now, there are different kind of spark plugs. Spark plug can be available right from 100 rupees, which are good too, and those generally are copper. And next are platinum, and one of the most high-end is iridium. All right, what I have in my hand is an iridium spark plug. Now, what are these things? You know, the tip of the spark plug, what it is made out of is what I'm talking about. The tip could be made out of copper or platinum or iridium. There are a couple of very important things to check on your spark plug. Okay, one is the color of the spark plug. When you, like for example, your motorcycle has done 15,000 kilometers, the technician takes out the spark plug. The first important thing to check is the color of this area. If it's black, it's not good. If it's bronze, it means the air fuel ratio of your motorcycle's engine, the carburetor or the fuel injection system is running beautifully. Next thing to check is the gap, the distance between the tip and this. When you see this, okay, the distance between this and this. Now, for different motorcycles, the clearance has to be a different specification. So what we get are kind of, you get coin kind of things that you put in between this and you check the clearance. That is very important. That depends on the specification of the motorcycle and the plug. Another important thing, you could be putting the best spark plugs in the world onto your motorcycle, but in case your ignition cable, now ignition cable is something which goes from the CDI unit to the spark plug onto the top. Okay, if those are old or worn out, if they have cracks, or if they are not kind of holding the top here firmly. Now ignition cable is just a latch on, you just put it from the top and it sits here. All right, so if that is loose, then also the electrical power will not be going to the spark plug in a good manner, and your spark plug cannot perform well, and your motorcycle's engine will miss. Now what is missing, I'll talk about it in a different topic altogether. Alright buddies, that is it from my side, and in case you have any questions regarding motorcycles, you can call me on the National Motorcycle Helpline number down in the description, and you can always visit us at Inline 4 Engineering, Madhapur in 100 Feet Road. You can call me on the same phone number on the National Motorcycle Helpline in case you want to come over for servicing your motorcycle or just want to meet us. And that is it buddies. Thank you. Bye-bye.